I eventually told him that I thought it was about my sexuality, and he was super sweet about it.
Sara Gilbert's story begins long before the world knew her as a force on screen. Born on January 29, 1975, in Santa Monica, she stepped into a family where show business shimmered and shadows lingered. Her mother, Barbara Cowan, was a former child actress, and her grandfather, Harry Crane, helped create the Honeymooners. But behind the Hollywood glow were secrets. Her siblings were adopted by Paul Gilbert, a beloved performer whose death was long believed a stroke until decades later. The heartbreaking truth of his suicide emerged, growing up in the shadow of Melissa Gilbert, who became a national sensation on Little House on the Prairie. Sara felt a deep jealousy that pushed her toward acting. At age 9, she chose to take the Gilbert surname, wanting to share the legacy and the spotlight. She appeared in a Kool-Aid commercial, followed by her first major role in the TV movie Calamity Jane. Despite her early success, her mother insisted she stay in public school, grounding her in a way most child actors never experience. That balance would prepare her for the role that defined her youth. Everything changed in 1988 when Sara auditioned for the sitcom Roseanne. She landed the role of Darlene Connor, the sharp-tongued, brooding teen whose sarcasm masked a deep emotional world. Her performance was so honest and relatable that she earned 2 Emmy nominations. While filming Roseanne, Sara did something almost unheard of. She enrolled at Yale University. From 1993 to 1997, the production worked around her class schedule, even shooting her scenes in New York so she could attend school in Connecticut. She graduated the same year Roseanne ended its original run. During the 1990s, Sara expanded her range with powerful roles. She starred in Sooty and Simpson, a film set in segregated Georgia, and in Poison Ivy alongside Drew Barrymore, earning critical praise. Behind the scenes, she was also quietly shaping the creative direction of Roseanne, pushing for more emotional depth and feminist themes. Her influence helped give the show its sharp, grounded edge. But while Sara's career thrived, her personal life carried a weight she couldn't share. During her relationship with co-star Johnny Galecki, she struggled with confusing sadness every time they kissed on screen. Eventually, she realized why: she was gay. When she told Galecki, he responded with kindness and protected her secret for years. She later dated an older, famous woman in secret, terrified that coming out would destroy her career. It wasn't until 2010, while launching her daytime show The Talk, that she finally chose to share her truth publicly, saying she simply wanted to live authentically. Her next chapter unfolded dramatically. In 2009, Sara pitched The Talk to CBS, envisioning a space where women could speak openly about life, motherhood, and real issues. The network agreed, and the show premiered in 2010 with co-hosts like Sharon Osbourne, Julie Chen, and Leah Remini. The show's honesty resonated with viewers, eventually winning a Daytime Emmy in 2016. One of its most emotional moments came in 2013 when Sara revealed her sexuality on air, supported once again by Johnny Galecki, who offered to stand beside her if needed. It was a turning point, both for the show and for her life. Sara built a family with producer Allison Adler, welcoming 2 children before their separation in 2011. Soon after, she began a relationship with musician Linda Perry from For Non-Blondes. Their love story included a memorable proposal and a beautiful wedding in Malibu, followed by the birth of their son in 2015. But by 2019, overwhelmed by the pressure of raising 3 children while starring in The Conners, producing television, and hosting The Talk, Sara tearfully announced she was leaving the show after nearly a decade. Then came the moment that would thrust her into the center of one of the biggest controversies in modern television history. The Roseanne revival of 2018. Sara had pushed for a reboot that reflected real American struggles, from opioid addiction to economic hardship. The revival premiered to more than 18 million viewers, the largest comedy launch in years. But when Roseanne Barr posted a racist tweet about Valerie Jarrett, ABC canceled the show within hours. 200 crew members lost their jobs. Sara publicly condemned the comment as abhorrent, a stance that ended her relationship with Barr but protected her own integrity. Determined not to let the story end in disaster, Sara helped create The Connors, a spin-off without Barr. The show returned in 2018, revealing that the family matriarch had died of an opioid overdose. For the next 7 seasons, Sara served as lead star and executive producer, guiding the show through the pandemic and shifting audience tastes. On April 23, 2025, the series ended with a powerful farewell, closing a chapter that stretched across nearly 4 decades today. Sara Gilbert continues shaping television through her Sara Plus Tom production company, creating stories with longtime partner Tom Werner and appearing in projects like Atypical. After years of personal struggle, triumph, and quiet resilience, she stands as a creator, a mother, and a survivor. Her journey is far from over, and thank you for watching as we honor her story.